Hello everyone, welcome to another episode for Everyday Genius with Minal. So I am the host for today, Nishita Shah, and I am a chartered accountant by profession and also a creative thinker and a curious soul. So my curiosity led me to the topic which is we are going to discuss today, that is how we shape and are shaped by each other. Our mentor Minal Dalal, she is the one who will be talking about this topic. So Minal, my question to you today is, we often think that we are living very separate lives and we are engaging in each other's lives. So how are we interconnected to each other?
Okay, good question, Nishita. Are influencing others and you are also getting influenced by others. And more importantly, when we speak that this is mine, I have done this, I have achieved this. But it is never I who achieve it. There are so many other factors, so many other lives that is at the back end that helps you to be what you could achieve, to be what you could be. So two things here. One thing is that it's not just you, and second thing, whatever you are doing, you are creating influence on others, and at the same time you are getting influenced by others.
Yes.
So if you understand it in this way, then probably everything you do, everything you think, everything you feel, you will also think of others. While you are just thinking of yourself, instead of that you will begin to think of others as well. What will happen to them if I do this? And at the same time you will also understand that I am doing this because of in the influence of this person or this group, or not just humans, not just people around us. So basically what is happening is we are living in the world which is like a web. It's a tapestry of web. So any vibration at one point, it has a ripple effect and it reaches to each and every single point which is in this web. So which is this point? So all the living beings, whether it is humans, whether it is plants, whether it is animals or birds or any living beings. So these points are we living beings, and whatever we do, we are creating an influence on every single life.
So actually even we are in our day-to-day lives, we think that we are only connected to people or even animals for a change, like we have pets at home. But I was reading this book called Hidden Life of Trees by Peter Wohlleben, and in that book it is mentioned that not only just humans, but we also are connected to other living beings like trees, plants. So how can you tell me how we are connected to plants or trees?
The book which you said, the hidden life of trees, is so beautifully written. I want to talk a bit about this book. Peter, he lived in forest for 20 years. Now many people live in forest for quite a long years, but he was so sensitive, he was so connected that he actually understood how trees communicate with each other. Now, can you believe trees communicate with each other?
No.
They communicate with each other. They have their own languages. They have their own electromagnetic fields through which they communicate with each other. If one tree finds out fear coming, it gives signals to all other trees. Now, just think of a person who is living in a forest could understand this so deeply. He came out with this. This is such a beautiful book you spoke about. This also makes me come to the point that if this interconnectedness can prevail in plants, in animals, shouldn't it be prevailing in humans as well?
Yes.
Definitely, more profoundly.
Because we are more into contact with each other than the other beings.
And we are more evolved species than other species on this earth. We are more evolved species. So that is why we can play role more profoundly, and we are affected more than others are affected. And if this interconnection can happen between those species, it can definitely happen in much more profound way in humans.
Okay. So my another question will be like, since we are connected with people, we are mostly we feel connection with family, friends, or our work colleagues. But are we connected to any like someone we don't know, like a stranger? Are we connected to that person if we just have the first meeting, or we are just meeting for the first time? Then do we have that connection?
Right. So let me just ask you one question. We are going on a road and we see a stranger coming, right? For no reason, we see that we gave a smile to that person, or that person gave us a smile. Like maybe we were in some kind of stress. We had so much going on inside of our head, and or whatever. We see that stranger giving a smile to us. What will we do? The first thing will come back. We will smile back, and in that smile, we will forget our stress for that moment. Or maybe it will also reduce our stress for a longer period of time. What is this? Because our energies, it passed from one place to another place. It traveled. His energy.
We are transferring the vibrations from one person to another. Yes.
So if this can happen between two strangers who never met before, maybe who will never ever meet again. So even the strangers. So what happens is that we have a circle. How this work, this energy, it works like a ripple. So in a quiet water, like a river or something, we pelt a stone and we see that ripple, right? That ripple is very profound in the initial area, but then it will grow and it will fade away. Right?
Yes.
So whoever we are closely connected with, we will influence their life more profoundly. But to whoever who is not in our circle, even passively, they will be getting influenced. You know, let me give you some example. Everything is fine, right? And suddenly we start feeling sad. Nothing has happened which can make us feel sad. Nothing. But still we start feeling sad, and we can't find the reason. Then this thing can be a reason, that some profound sadness in somebody has affected us. And that has taken over our state of happiness or stability into sadness.
Actually, this is a very good observation. Like many of us would have experienced that. And yeah, so again you said about our expressions, or we feel sadness, we feel happiness just by being with other, or being in connection with other people. But I wanted to ask, how the smallest of smallest actions, are they important, or means they can create a lot of impact to another person? Or is it just the bigger actions which can impact others?
Nice. Now first let us understand how we impact others. What are the things through which we create our impact? There are just 3 things through which we are connected with the world, and through which these are the forces which we use to create our impact or influence on others. Whether we do it consciously, we do it subconsciously, unconsciously, but this happens. There are 3 forces. First is our work. whatever we are doing is creating impact on others' lives. Second is relationships. How we connect with others, how we bond with others, how we relate with others. It creates influence on others. And third is our source energy. We call it bhava. Our bhav. In Gujarati we call it bhav. So even if I'm not doing, I'm sitting here, I'm not doing anything, but I am cursing Trump, what would happen? My curse, even if I'm not doing anything to hurt him, even if I'm not engaged or related to him in any sense, even in that case, this will be directly targeted and it will affect him.
So even our thoughts or words can affect the person.
Everything.
Yeah.
Our work, our relationship, and when we speak about work, our work has some mental abilities inside of it. It has some emotionality. It carries everything, right? It's not just a physical thing. Our mind is behind that, our emotions are behind that, our energy is behind that. So our work is combination of all of this. Same way, our relationship. When we speak about a relationship, we might not speak about anything physical. We might speak about mental and emotional things. When we relate to somebody, we have something in our mind, and we have some feelings behind that. We might express, we might not express. We may show, we may not show. But we have those emotionality inside of us. That affects. And third thing is our bhava, our source energy. So source energy of hatredness, source energy of love. All of this also affect others.
Yes. So this we can say that in personal lives we all experience all this emotions. But do we experience all this in the corporate life also?
So when we are in corporate life, are we putting our emotions at home and going?
No, not in.
Right? We carry it with us. And even if we don't express it, even if we hide it. So say for example, I had a very big fight in my home in the morning. I had to go to work. So I try to hide it, whatever had happened, but it has affected me. But I hide it inside of me. And I go to my workplace. I do my work nicely. Will my work will be as nice as the work which I used to do when I was happier?
No, there will be a change in our output.
That's the answer.
Yes. So my another question will be that is it just something that it happens with each other, or like should we be more aware of it?
Even if we are not aware, this is going to happen because this is life. So this is how things will go on. So if we participate, we don't participate. We are aware about it, we are not aware about it. This is going to happen. But what happens when we are aware? We actively participate. We are doing things consciously.
We are acknowledging each and everything, so we can relate more to that.
Right.
Yes.
Not just we can relate more, we can direct it also. We can give it an outcome. We call this as manifestation.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So when we are conscious, when we are aware, and when we are participating, then it becomes active play. Otherwise, this is going to happen. This is continuously happening. See, do plants, animals, birds have this awareness?
Yes.
How?
They have.
Is it as profound as humans?
Not as profound as humans,
Yeah.
but they do have, because they do communicate with each other.
Right.
In some way or the other, which we don't know.
Right, correct. But it is limited to maybe their species or some other species they are connected with. Right? Still, the same thing apply to them. Yes. Because this is kind of a web. It's there. Even if you want to walk on it or you don't want to walk on it, it will still remain there.
Yes.
So it's there. We are we are having a conversation currently, right? So currently we are creating impact on each other,
Yes.
right? How will we know? First of all, we should be curious enough to know what impact are we creating on each other. If we just want to do it and pass by, we will never know. So you said, okay, I am creating impact on me, you are creating impact on me. Then do you want to know what impact are you creating? You will only come to know if you want to know.
Yes.
If you don't want to know, you will never come to know. You will just live the way you want to live.
Yeah.
You will not even bother what you did to somebody else. Did you do good? Did you do shit? Whatever you did it, you went away because you wanted to do and you did it. But if you want to know that if whatever I have done has created some impact on the other person, what it was. If you want to know, you will become sensitive.
Yeah.
You will become sensitive. You will pause. You will not just react. You
We
will
feel for others.
You will pause you will pause for a while before doing, and you will pause for a while even after doing it. You will see at the face and you will try to gauge इसके ऊपर क्या हुआ. How, and you will try to understand it from the body language of that person. Is he smiling? Is this a fake smile? Is the face become sad? If the body language changed?
Yeah. So normally when I interact with another person and if I want to know the impact, first after knowing that if I have said something to another person, I will pause for a while and then will check their expression, their body language, and also the impact which the response which I am getting in return, right? And next time if we are in the contact with that person, then we can think about it before even saying something.
Correct.
So we think before doing the actions which we do.
Right.
Right.
So
that creates
first thing is you want to know. Second thing is you learn from the body language. Third thing is without judging, because sometimes also that happens that when I see just a body language, I judge, right? Judgment happens. If I want to overcome that judgment, I would come and ask you, how did it feel? Did you feel happy with what I did? Did you feel sad, and why? You will not just assume things on your own. Till the body language, it's assumptions, it's judgment. You will overcome. If you really want to know, then you will go to the person, you will ask, how did I impacted you? How was the impact of my doing this on you? And from there on, you will decide whether you want to do the same thing, whether you want to do the things much more, or whether you want to refine it, change it.
Yes.
This creates a deep connection. We just conversing and we trying to know each other from the inner self. It creates a strong bonding between us.
Yes,
That person, even if I have hurted you, like I have caused you something, like you didn't like it, but if I come and ask you, Nishida, how did you feel about this? You will get softened.
Yeah.
Next time when you have to say something to me, you will not have to think again. You can be yourself.
Yes.
Right? So like this, we create a deep bonding. And once there is a deep bonding, second time I will think again before causing you any hurt. This is how it works.
That's
And
true.
Most importantly, we are going to receive back what we are giving to others. This is the first rule of life. First rule,
Karma.
karma. Whatever we are giving to others is going to come back to us multifold. So what we want from life?
Good karmas.
Good things.
Good things.
Best things. Why only good? Best.
Yeah.
For that, what we will have to do?
We have to give good things to life, to others.
Correct. And doing good thing or bad thing on one person. See, I am at this point, you are at this point. I am doing something to you. You are also connected with few other people. Let's just talk about people currently. So, these are 2 points of connections, but you are also connected to other person. So, my doing something to you will affect those other people also. So, as I said before, that I had a fight in the home in the morning. I will carry it with me. It will be shown in my work, in my talk with others, and that conversation is going to be reaching to so many other points.
Yes.
So what will you carry? If I have caused you hurt, what will you carry with you? Hurt. If you are not aware enough, if you are profound enough, if you are strong enough to negate that hurt, otherwise you will carry that hurt and you will pass on that hurt to other people.
Means at some point or the other we are transferring our own emotions to other people.
Right. We are transferring and also we are
Receiving.
Yes. It's a choice what to receive and what to transfer.
So once we know that we are aware of the emotions of others, how do we see life in general?
Life is a much bigger thing than emotions, but still, if at the beginning, if we want to understand life from the emotions point of view, then try to navigate through all type of emotions you know. And what impact, it's not necessary that you throw it on others, but at least you will understand that if I'll be holding these emotions, what impact would I be carrying with me? Through that, you will understand what happens to life. So life is a much bigger sphere, but still, from one point, you can connect with life dots. And once you do that, all other spheres will begin to open up. Then you will perceive life from other angles as well. But it's fine. You can begin at one point. So if you want to know life, start knowing emotions. Start knowing your emotions first. Start knowing what impact it is going to create on others.
Yes. So after hearing this, this is my last question to you. That we know that how we are starting the connection, but how do we come to know where it is ending? Is this endless or is it ending somewhere? How do we come to know?
Okay, let me give you an example. There is a seed which grows into a tree, right? Now that tree bears fruits and flowers which has more seeds. Those seeds will go into different places. They will again grow into trees. So from one seed has the capacity to create forests, not just on this earth, but if the chance is given, it can cover the entire universe. Think of this: one seed, one tree, many fruits, many seeds into many fruits.
So it is endless, it's infinite.
Of course, it is infinite. Yeah. So my question to you is, what impact, what influence are you wanting to transfer to the universe? At least to the people around you, to your loved ones.
That's a nice question. And also I wanted to ask the audience how you perceive life, how you perceive emotions of others, how much impact you have given to others. You can take a pause, look over the whatever actions you have done, whatever words you have used, and you can create a different impact or a good impact on others just by doing this simple process. And
Nice,
thank
nice
you so
carry
much,
away
Minal Dalal.
nice carry away from this podcast.
Yes.